the Gumiho in the bottom left here. And in top right, it is the man we saw just lose a best of 5 in the most weird way. It is Zoun. Against Hero though. So definitely someone you can lose to. And as already said, it was a PvP circus there. Clowns throwing things at each other. Pulling things out of their pockets. Crazy though. Very entertaining series. Now can Gumiho make this entertaining as well? He's of course one of the most, like, he's maybe not, it doesn't feel like he's the most creative about using his units, but he has the most strategies, it feels like. He has the most weird sets of units that kind of make things work. And he's one of the guys who does not shy away from mech in a TVP, for example, or into battlecruiser strategies and kind of everything. If you want to see all builds that are possibly in this game that can win you a series, you're gonna find it with Gumiho. Already going instantly into that reactor here, really emphasizing possibly some Marines. Can also go into that double Reaper, but I assume he's not gonna go that far. And getting that basically Reaper expand with a reactor instead of the Reaper. No scouting here whatsoever. And Zoun also only doing a little bit of anti-proxy scouting here. It's kind of, Gumiho is also known to just loving those proxy marauder attacks. He has very unique attempts on that, for example, boosting like a barracks over here. And I mean, it doesn't really work with this map, but in some maps it did. Where there was like a blind spot, he would sometimes just lift the barracks over and produce some marauders in there and then just go. It would lose more than win, but still kind of cool to see someone willing to go that far. Now it's gonna be heavy marine production here from Gumiho. This can be, for example, for an early drop with a lot of marines, 8 marine drop, with like a Hellions or a Cyclone or something in addition. Can also just be a move out, can be a fast 2-base push, for example, with very marine heavy addition there, with a few tanks and that kind of dot cancel you see sometimes those Terrans go for. There's a lot of still things you can do with that. It can also just be a addition to just like, I want to be safe at home, a bunch of marines, and they just scale well once you have those upgrades. Now Widowmine drop is most likely gonna be the opening here for Gumiho. This is kind of cute, look at this. Having that Widowmine, very, very tough to see here behind the gas and between that factory. That's even rougher to see. If a Stargate unit would come in, well, this is only a Phoenix hallucination, but just would have a rough time. Now there's a Widowmine standing even on top of the other one, like double disguise. But of course this is a good scout here for Zoun, so he knows what's up. He sees the Widowmine drop before it even starts to come in. And he already knows what he needs to defend against, so he should be able to just get an easy defense, right? He sees 2 mines, he sees not the 3rd mine though. But he saw the medevac kind of making a few turns, so he should assume that there's gonna be one. And he's pushing out with 12 marines, or 10 marines. I guess there's the last 2. Now he's gonna try and meet this medevac in the middle of the map. Gumi? No. No! 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 We have to go home! I think the only thing that was missing was the red gift wrap around that medevac. But it definitely had Zoun's name on it. So yeah, Zoun, perfect interception, gets the medevac, gets a Widowmine, does completely throw a wrench into the gear here of Gumiho and all the plans and what he was trying to do. Now he's gonna have Blink, he still knows about this Widowmine. Oh, 7 streams. Lucky stream today. Sick. I didn't know. You've been watching me a week long. That's crazy. Well, thank you for tuning in every day, though. Oh, there we go. Gets that Widow Mine for a blink cooldown. And he's gonna start and poke this army. It's gonna have a Raven, no interference matrix though. And one tank, a bunch of Marines though. This Marine force is quite formidable. And imagine if this would have been the Wings of Liberty Raven with a point defense drone. All of these stalkers, what did they do? Nothing! The tank has to siege up. We already see the other Widowmine did walk into that third base, did get 3 kills himself, and that's basically going to be the harassment, I guess. The Widowmine drop did do something after all. Already Marauders being produced here very early on. Extra barracks coming online. Barracks number 5 and 4 and 5. Factories in the air, floating a little bit around. Probably going to make a reactor here for that last barracks. And we already see 3 barracks on tech labs, so there's going to be very Marauder heavy timing here coming on from our Terran player. Third base, of course, halfway done here. On the other side, let's focus a little bit on the Protoss. We've been looking so much at the Terran. It's been a while since we've seen one. We're going to see Colossus Charge come online here. This should hit before that attack is going to be there from Gumiho. And the first Colossus is already out. Second Colossus about halfway done here. Raven trying to harass a little bit, only getting 1 probe here. It's going to get caught most likely. Yeah, that archer is not going to save you. That turn wasn't a speed turn. It was unfortunately stopped the Raven there for a second. Which, of course, to get those upgrades going as well. +1 already finishing up for that bio. It's going to be nice here for Gumiho to be ahead on that department. And once the concussive shells are going to finish, this is most likely going to be his first move out. And I think we're going to see everything line up here for Zoun at home to defend very nice and easily. Gonna stay on 2 Colossi though, not gonna go up to that magic 3, which you usually like to see. Tank not being sieged in this position. It's kind of funny to see that. I think it's a misclick. Gumiho might just not push. He might just control a third and go for the 4th base very fast. He's going into Armory, into Ghost Academy, so he already sets up the next transition points for himself. He's going into that +1 armor right now. Zoun is going into 4th base himself. So both players kind of agreeing, gentleman's agreement, let's go into that macro game. Next Forge coming online here for Zoun. Gonna try and chrono boost these upgrades here in just a little bit. Second Robo about to finish up. First Disruptor about to pop. And Gumiho is acknowledging the fact, hey, we might have already have some Colossi, so let's get some Vikings on the board. He snipes the observer. He's gonna rotate his units completely, but different observer is gonna spot that again. This is where I like that Raven with the army, right? You know, so you can just sit there with the Raven and kind of rotate around and pick off these observers. And Zoun did see this, so he's in position. Gumiho doesn't know that Zoun's in position. That's a great Nova. Oh yeah, only hitting 2 units though. Nice split there in the end from Gumiho. Can he make something happen here? Maybe, if he can catch these Colossi. But I don't think so. If you just stay in that defensive position, maybe these tanks can just edge a tiny bit more forward. And then they're gonna have a great time shooting at that Nexus. There's just like an inch. But he's just gonna retreat here. Does not want to lose the army. Does not want to commit now. Where he's so close to 4th base. And he's just about to start to hit his ghost peak here. +2 is on the way. Does he have a second engineering bay? I don't think he made one. Missing one. Fusion core very fast. Okay. So he wants to go into that Liberator range, I assume. Oh, he really likes this position for the tanks, huh? He's scanning, he sees the army did retreat. And so Gumiho decides to go into Liberators fast. He saw only 2 Colossi, and he's like, alright, already Disruptors, let's go into Lib range. And let's go that Imba. Not Imba, but they are very strong, right? So it's a good counter to every Robo unit. And it's very good against everything as well, what the Protoss has on the ground. 3 extra barracks, of course. Now on the other side, chrono boosting those upgrades is gonna be constantly nice and catching up here already to the Terran. Medivac energy first, very interesting, not the lib range. So he wants to stay on a very low medevac count. That's my guess. So what Gumiho does now, he has those 4 medevacs, right? He might add another 2. But he wants to not produce any more medevac at all. And he wants to keep a low medevac count. And have them still heal. And he wants to not have the heal power during the fight, but he wants to have it during or after the fights. So he wants to like poke in and trade and then go out and heal up. He wants to trade for health, basically, is the idea. Oh, that's gonna be a nice Nova. Now, good split, though. Gonna still grab a few nice Nova, but Gumiho has a very strong position here. I don't think you're gonna get broken as the Terran. There's so much bio here. And Zoun is gonna start to lose some of his units here. Can Gumiho grab that one? No, it's gonna get away. Oh, I guess, and then it walks into the tank fire. Ah. Nova's actually starting to poke some units there. 7 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill, 1 kill. So yeah, all doing good there. Getting quite some damage in. Now this ship weapon does not help medevacs. So you need to get those liberators out if you are Gumiho. What? Fusion core, man. That's like, why? Only for the medevac upgrade? Kind of crazy. I was literally thinking liberators, right? He gets that +2 air weapons now. Why not? Why is he making no liberators? There we go. He's even he made 4 more medevacs. What's this all about? He has the double starport. He needs to make liberators. What are you doing, Gumiho? Oh, that's a great Nova, killing so many Marines. And I think he's gonna get a couple more here. These Vikings not really doing that much. They're starting to work on this Colossus, but the Colossus already did their job. Most of the bio is gone. Now the Vikings can land and help out with the fight. They're actually going to turn the tide here. There's only mechanical units are remaining. The Zealots are on the left, kind of working on the worker line, but that doesn't really do much here. Because, I mean, Gumiho really only needed to trade against the expensive units, and then were the Stalkers. I think all of the Stalkers have been lost. 12 are gone, none is on the field left. So yeah, in the end, the armor trade does work out for Gumiho. But he lost a little bit of economy, but it doesn't matter that much. I mean, 15 workers when you're at 60 still is fine. Finally! God, I was waiting for this for so long. Is he gonna scan this observer? No. I was waiting for so long. This is cute. I guess one wants to stay on the low ground. The rest is gonna be on the high ground. This is cute though. 1 tank even still here. It's actually kind of... There's so many cool tank positions here really on this map. This is kind of cool. You just see these rotations. Vikings are trying to waddle their way into those disruptors, dodging the bolts by lifting up. That's so cute. Really cool place here. But we do see the assassin force. It's gonna be about 10 DTs here standing and waiting to jump on that planetary to try and snipe that out of existence. Meanwhile, the engage is gonna start here on the right side. He does have that DT blink. He's gonna start to utilize some nice disruption novas here. Gonna hit some of those Marines, really reducing the army count. The T's blinking in on top of that. Planetary, no chance saving of that. And you don't even kill as many DTs here. Finally, we do see the first liberators. Ballistics is complete. Siege weapons, ship weapons is complete. Now we're very stalker light here. As you can see, there is 13 only. It's not that many. DTs coming in. They want to go for those tanks, and he's actually gonna find those. I mean, Gumiho is starting to fall apart. He still has an army, but oh, he ran out of scan. He does have the energy, but he needs to scan. The T's are actually still trading there. And he's losing his orbital here. Yo, you can't lose an orbital like that. He's gonna get it with the stalkers. Oh, it's 10, 9, 4, 2, boom, it goes to dust. Can he make something happen with the army he has? He needs to land those Vikings. He's just kind of losing them right now. They're not shooting at anything. Disruption Nova is gonna kill a few more Marauders. Things are falling apart for our Terran here. And if, I mean, Zoun has so many bases. He has this base up and running, this base up and running, this base is up. It's not running yet, but GG is gonna be called. Gumiho has to forfeit here. Zoun takes the game number 1. Great play. Next map's gonna be Amygdala. Gumiho against Zoun, map number 2. In this best of 3. Can Gumiho turn things around? Zoun did look pretty good, pretty solid. It was never in danger really. Gumiho didn't have any attacks going, not much harassment, and Zoun just had a field day. Hop into the game, we are on the bottom left. Red Protoss player, Zoun. Top right, blue, Terran, Gumiho. I'm just checking my YouTube here right now. We are 1 follower away from 300 here. I dare the number 300 to go over and click that link and click subscribe there. I'm gonna post it here. 1 to 300. You can make it happen. And then we're only 700 away from getting it monetized. Gonna be a tough road still to climb. But it is growing, and growing things are nice to see. It's like a plant, you know, you water it sometimes, you upload a video here or there, and then it just starts to grow and expand on its own, I hope. But you need to care for it. Gumiho going into that reactor again. Indeed he is. He started a Reaper for a second, but cancels that one. Grabs the reactor instead. Oh, I dared someone to do it. 300, thank you so much. Thank you so much everybody for your support. Actually does mean a lot to me. Been a while. I think I started this like a year ago or something, a channel on YouTube. And I've been semi-frequently, I had to take a few breaks here or there, but I've been trying to upload a video a day, so it's constantly growing, and I hope to eventually get that into a big channel. Well, I think like the biggest video I had was like a Clem video or something, and that actually made like so many views, like almost 7k. I was so surprised by that, 2 months ago. Just after Clem won his victory. The big the big one, right? Like a couple of months into the year. Okay, so Gumiho again, very heavy marine production going into that factory, is gonna again go for the Widowmine drop, it seems. And on the other side, Zoun is going into that Twilight Council. Should be Blink again, yeah? So very solidified meta. He's grabbing a sentry as well this game to get that scouting going. The unbuildable plates are gonna be destroyed here by Gumiho. He really wants that gone from his map, so he does not accidentally misclick that location. And hallucination coming in. He's gonna get that good scout. He's gonna find out about this Widowmine drop. He's gonna not actually see anything yet. He sees that there's most likely a drop coming. He sees the Widowmine now. There we go. That's gotta be enough. Oh, you're gonna do Widowmine drop again, huh? He's even trying to. Yeah, he sees that medevac. It's gonna be only 2 mines this time, though. As I say that, the third one was out on the map. And Zoun says, alright, if you drop mines, I'll grab a third. Now, you can just, as Gumiho, you can just go over and attack the third. You can possibly just kill the third if you use your mines as a zoning tool. But that's a very difficult task, especially with unupgraded marines. But you have a lot, so it's a lot of firepower. He's gonna try and drop the mines in and pull away the army and try to do the same, just differently. With the potential for more damage if he gets nice Widowmine hits here. This one does not hit anything, but in the main base we do have that mine still denying some mining time here. It's gonna settle for a probe. And he's gonna boost back into that natural. He's shooting at the third base. Can he get a cancel? Can he get a big connection? Oh my god, no! No, why? Oh no, I can't believe it. He gets the cancel. Sentry would be cool, actually. He's trying to gun for those stalkers. Now he settles for a worker there, but he gets a few stalkers. That's a bunch of money that Zoun cannot afford to lose after that big cancel. Is he gonna get possibly three more stalkers here? He's going for the pylon. Now he goes for that stalker again. Gets he this maybe the probe? No, he's not. He's not. Okay. So he does not get any of those, but like if these ever walk into a tank range, 1.5 hits, they're all gone. Now Raven on the way. This was a perfect opening so far for Gumiho. Completely the other way around. This could get intercepted, but if it gets seen, I can't believe it. It just graces by that vision, and he has a Raven at home to utilize against an observer. A probe is gonna at least spot the widow, the drop here in the bottom, and yeah, he sees it with the pylon, so he knows about the drop in the bottom. Now he does get an SCV across the map that was probably supposed to make a building, like a thing, a command center, and he does defend against the Raven, so he's starting to stabilize at home. But and he's starting to get up his third base, but you never know, there might be a follow-up push with Gumiho. Combat shields on the way, stim on the way. He's gonna clear that pylon, and he did scan in case if he gets chased out. He does not want to lose that tank. He's gonna bring back the drop. Gonna make a command center on location. The Raven is still sitting over here. I think you can't see this actually, it's a high ground location. Oh my god, he can... I mean, he's not gonna get them, but he could possibly get a couple of nice shots on those stalkers. Now with all of these upgrades finishing up, +1 as well, Gumiho might just have a lethal push here coming up. He does still have a great amount of units. He does have... Oh, he's actually clearing this, I like it. Even if he goes for the push afterwards, just clearing that out, I think it's a great play. Zoun does have finally a prism. He does have some counter pressure across the map here. Now loses another observer. A lot of observers have been sniped already. 2 going down here. Now that Raven is a little bit exposed. No, don't lose it, Gumi. Oh, Gumi. Still has one more. He's like, alright, you've sniped my Raven. Maybe you don't think about this one anymore. And he goes in, and exactly that's the case. He does kill a couple of workers here. And he goes into the main, but yeah, he might have settled for a double auto turret on that natural actually. Would have been a few more kills. I'm gonna try and keep his Raven as high as possible by throwing down an auto turret. Now, Zoun has an army to greet the one from Gumiho, and he actually has a lot of units, so Gumiho needs to be careful. He needs to start kiting here. And those tanks, both of them should siege up. Not sure why that one is not in siege mode. There is 3 tanks actually. And we do see that flank coming in from Zoun. A big blink on top onto those tanks. But maybe he just loses against all of the bio. Focusing a bit too much on the tanks. Overestimating his own power. And he's gonna GG. Gumiho takes the second game. Just like that. There we go. And we are gonna see a third map. It's gonna be King's Cove. Let's hop into that one. In the top left, we do have Zoun. In the bottom right, it is Gumiho. Now we're sitting at 1-1. Curious to see who's going to take the lead here. Finish off his opponent. Eliminate the one. How do both players want to approach this one? Do we see another Widowmine drop opening? Do we see another Blink opening? Do we see anything different this time? Again, the reactor. Gumiho looking to play the same build 3 times in a row, possibly, yeah? This is an interesting depot. This is an interesting wall. Kind of allowing a little bit more high ground space here. Now, Gumiho, how do you do this? Zoun again with the sentry into that Twilight Council. You only have 1 Stalker this time, so a tiny diversion here. A tiny bit different from the last game. 2 Stalkers in that one. And we do see a little bit of a mix-up this time, so it's gonna be a heavy Widowmine production now on that reactor. That could possibly 4 Widowmine drop. Well, in fact, this is only gonna be a... oh, there we go. That is the 4 Widowmine drop, yeah. And we see the medevac coming. Boom. Lower Marine move out here. Low Marine count. I mean, it worked really cool last game, right? Where you had, like, those Marines cancelling the 3rd base. That was a great move. And he actually denied a lot of mining time, even though he didn't get that big connection. So yeah, let's see what he can get done with the Widowmines this time. Maybe dropping all of them out here. Only gonna get dropping 2. One is gonna get 1 hit. The other one is gonna get only 1 probe himself. He loses the medevac just to those Stalkers, and now he gets both mines out though. But can they hit something? Can they actually? Oh! He could possibly box these Widowmines. These guys there in the north. Oh my god. That was a great last second split there. So only 4 workers go down, but a lot of mining time. And these Marines just walk back. So you see 4 mines for 4 workers and 1 medevac. Great defense. Do we have? No, I guess we don't. We don't get the income graph because there's no add-on in this replay, unfortunately. But yeah, we can assume that Zoun did lose actually quite a little bit of mining time there. It's going into a 3rd base and a robotics bay behind this. This is a cute setup with a missile turret down here. He's kind of preparing for an all-in. He's going in with a Liberator this time, not a Raven. It used to be the Raven in the earlier games. He's set up against a big blink attack, but this only 4 Stalkers. You're still gonna lose the supply depot here. Gonna be a nice pick here. By Zoun. The Liberator is completely defended. Only shooting at 1 Stalker there. a couple times. Colossus beam on the way here. And the first Colossus itself charge as well as the follow-up. That base is starting to look good. Gumiho kind of misreading the game maybe. I mean, he's looking ready for a freaking 2-base all-in. But there's no common. I mean, he did scout for the third with the Marine pack. He didn't see it and then he just moved back because he was like, alright, you don't have a third? I guess you are gonna 2-base commit to me, right? And double drop. He's gonna find out about this observer, but he doesn't catch it. Just move down there. Stoke's coming in. A little bit of a dangerous move here by Zoun. Gonna snipe a couple Marines and yeah. He also sees this move out. So now Gumiho, who was preparing his defenses so strongly, does have actually a strong push himself coming across the map. We already do see the first Colossus out and the second one should be popping at least when that army is gonna be there. But this is no all-in by all means. We do have the third CC, which is about to finish up here any moment. Let's have a quick check. This was not seen, by the way, so he doesn't know. He's gonna go in now and try to scout for that information. If he can maybe... Oh, he's actually rallying into a little bit of a wit direction. He sees that SCV. That should be a tell. And we do see the double drop coming in, but Stoke is more than ready here, waiting for the opportunity. And Gumiho is just moving back. It's like a fake poke. It's like a pressure poke. Medivacs waiting for the opportunity though. Gumiho is just not just sacrificing them in. You see a 4th base attempt here by Zoun, and 4 bases, like even 5 bases are quite safe to take on this map. It's rather easy. You have the armory here coming from Gumiho. No Ghost Academy yet. And Medivac's coming in with a quick snipe there on the first one, not getting most units out. And then we do have an attempted push here on that 4th base, but maybe he split up that Colossus a little bit too far. Widowmine's actually dealing a lot of damage to those Zealots, and the drops have been deterred though. Everything has kind of been caught. The tanks are gonna be back at home safely to defend. He needs them kind of in this area to actually hold his 3 base and potentially get a 4th base. Now Ghost Academy coming in a little bit delayed. Colossus are gonna shred those Marauders there, moving out at the perfect time there for Zoun to strike and jump on the army, and just like that, he wins the game. Oof, that was a tough call there in the end for Gumiho. He just moves out, and the perfect moment for Zoun to wrap around the army and just clear out everything. That did not went as intended.